What's up, Madlang people? It's your boy Jaden back with another State of Decay 2 video. This week I'm going to be talking about the best ways to take out hostile enclaves on Nightmare Zone. This game got it right when it made other humans the most dangerous enemy in the game. As such, we need to give them the utmost respect when dealing with them. In fact, if you can avoid taking them on altogether, I suggest doing that. They will eventually leave or get killed on their own. However, if and when you feel like you need to kill hostile enclaves anyway, I'm here to help. This video will go over 3 different situations where you might encounter human enemy hostiles. Some of the tips I'll be sharing will work on all 3, however, so keep an eye out for those throughout the video. First situation, straight up assault. For preparation, use the additional health and reduce injury buff from your infirmary. Take your character with the most health. If you have one, use a character that has the unbreakable, immortal, hard to kill, or hardy traits. These reduce or mitigate any injuries or trauma you may receive if you are on the receiving end of a headshot. Your loadout should at least have 2 first aid kits for instant heals and injury removal, scent block to mitigate zombies pestering you while you focus on taking out human hostiles, and the highest caliber rifle you have, preferably a 7.62 with a scope and burst or full auto. Bring a follower as a bullet sponge. Don't bring a fellow survivor you like unless you've done this a few times and you're confident about coming out of it alive. Even better, hire a follower from an allied enclave. AI-controlled NPC followers take reduced damage in Nightmare. They can still die, but they take roughly the same damage you'd take on normal difficulty instead of the lethal amount you take as a player. Attack only during the day and avoid the frustration of being essentially blind and wasting ammo shooting at the dark. The computer AI can see you perfectly in the dark, by the way, so don't do a night raid unless you have a death wish. Make sure you drive up to the hostile base so the game loads the enclave in. Don't worry, you're safe inside your car even if it gets shot up, unless one of them is packing a gas launcher, but more on that later. Nothing sucks like finding the perfect sniping spot, zooming in, and there's nothing there. Getting close, load the hostiles in, and then move back to your sniper position. They will not despawn again unless you drive out of the range of a 50 cal rifle. Do not save ammunition. Now is not the time to conserve ammo. These enemies can take you out with a single headshot. Use crouch slide or acrobatics roll when moving. Crouch slide will make it harder for the AI to headshot you. However, there is a pause where you're coming up from the slide that you're vulnerable. Acrobatics roll does not have this problem and will essentially make you invulnerable as long as you're about 10 feet away or more. Use structural blind spots and cover. Always favor a wall or rock that covers the left side of your screen. Shooting from the opposite side essentially leaves you open because your field of view is over your survivor's right shoulder. Only do this if you're absolutely sure your opponent is indisposed, has a small caliber weapon, or even better, no ranged weapon at all. In groups of 3s, always be aware of their positioning on the map. Pick off the ones that farthest from the group or out in the open. If you're fortunate enough to be alive long enough to tell who's using a high-powered rifle or automatic, focus on killing them first. Keep hitting them while they're down. Headshot them until their face explodes. The last thing you want is to change targets and then find out that the first target has gotten up and headshotted you. Using scent block is almost a must in Nightmare, unless you're lucky enough to fight a hostile enclave in a sparsely populated area. The zombie AI will always prioritize targeting you and will ignore other human targets unless you use scent block. Try to approach from the higher ground to use the terrain and make yourself harder to hit. The second situation where you will encounter hostile enclaves is the Crazy Red Talon quest. This is a special recruitment quest in the game that starts off with a lone survivor asking for help with a crazy Red Talon operator who has brainwashed the other 2 members of his or her enclave. This is one of the more profitable quests in the game that's worth the risk of dealing with hostile enclaves. Besides befriending a potential allied enclave, the Crazy Red Talon usually has great gear your community can use. This does complicate things because you need to be surgical instead of killing everything. All the tips and advice that I've been giving so far still applies in this situation. The difference is you have to locate the target and kill it efficiently and quickly without harming the other two. To this end, sniper rifles and high caliber assault rifles with great scopes are preferred. Find a good vantage point, jump in your vehicle, then approach the enclave to spawn in your target. Then make a strategic retreat to your vantage point and pick off your target from a relatively safe distance. Be aware, however, that Red Talons may be equipped with a gas launcher, so you don't want to hang around in your car if you're in range. The good news is those gas launchers can't fire that far, so as long as you keep moving, you should be alright. The third scenario is what I like to call the Necromancer scenario. This is the safest way to take out hostile enclaves in the game. It's almost not fair for them, honestly. This will require more resources, however, or a special quest or trader to show up. It'll all be worth it, especially when a horde, feral, or juggernaut is near that hostile base. Start off with the same preparation as the first part. This time, we'll be bringing at least 2 jars of zombait and 3 bloater gas grenades too. You can get zombait and gas grenades as a reward from mysterious strangers that come to your base. You can also craft some using plague samples and medicine if you get the advanced biochem station from the plague researcher's quest. They'll ask you for some plague cure from an airdrop, while your reward is keeping everything else inside it. One of those items will be the advanced biochem station. You can give them the cure outright, but you won't get the goodies inside the airdrop case, so don't bother going down that route. Your objective here is to toss a zombie through the window of the hostile enclave while using scent block. Once the enemy is swarmed by zombies, toss a gas bloater grenade or two to hasten their deaths. Of course, you could also be a sadist and watch them get torn to bits from safe cover. Once they're all dead, mop up with a Molotov or firebomb to clear the area. You could also go in and stealth kill the zombies one at a time. This is a great way to lever your wit skill quickly. And that's it. Let me know in the comment section if I missed any tips for handling hostile enclaves. If you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, you can show your support by liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell so you'll know right away when I upload a new video. This is your boy Jaden doing as gaming does. Peace!